Well, good evening, everybody. How are we today? I am running a tad late. We can blame my husband for that. So, hello. Come on in. Let me know you're here if you are watching or if you've just joined me. Let me know. I'm just getting my comments up so I can see who is joining me tonight and who's not. Well, I can't see who's not, can I? Well, that's a bit silly. Come on in, say hello. Let me know I'm in the right spot. Hello, Christine. How are you? Thanks for joining me. All right, I'm a bit late tonight. Brady only literally just got home from work, so I was just quickly dishing up his dinner and, yeah, getting all the family stuff done. Ugh. I always struggle at night time. Hello, Margaret. How are you? Hey, Marianne. How you going? Thanks for joining me. Hey, Sarah. Oh, I forgot Sarah's cards over there. Sarah sent me a beautiful card with 2 gorgeous pens with my name on it. So thank you very much, Sarah. I love them. But I've left them over in the house. I meant to bring them over and share you with you. But I've left them in the house. So thank you. All right, so we're going to get started tonight, but there's a couple of things that I want to share with you before we do get started. But I might just, will I point you down? I think I'll point you down and I'll show you what I've got to show you, I think. And then we'll get started. So, hey Megan, how you going? Thanks for joining me. Yeah. All right, let's go. I'm going to point you down and we're going to get started. So there's a couple of things that I want to show you tonight. So the first one is, if you don't watch my amazing friend Fiona Carson from New Zealand, she is the #1 demonstrator over there. And last night she did a card that was right up my alley. I couldn't wait to get home this afternoon from work and have a play. And I did, because it's literally using all the scraps that you've got. So if you haven't watched Fee's live or Tuesday Tech Talk from last night, head on over to Fiona Carson, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator on Facebook, and check it out. Because this, I'm going to move this out the way so it doesn't distract you, but this is just amazing. Like, look at this. And it's all made out of scraps. And it is the easiest card you could possibly make. So oh my God, Christine, it was so good. She just did an amazing job. And as I said, I couldn't wait to get home to play with it. Like, these were literally scraps out of my scrap bag that I made this from. And all of these little leaves were sitting on my desk because I did my In Colour Club this week. So, and put all of that together. But I just love it. So if you haven't been or watched Fiona's live from last night, jump on over and have a look. She does give you measurements, but let's face it, you really don't need measurements. It is just a matter of chucking the pieces on and making sure you've got that nice fold. So anyway, really good card. Love it. Can't wait. I'm going to make heaps more because it's just so easy. All right. Now the next thing I've got to show you guys is one of my new classes. So I have the Mail class, I'm calling it. Now, it's a class that's designed for you to do at home. There is 15 cards in this kit, and your kit includes everything that you need to make the cards. You get sentiments, you get ephemera, cardstock, die cuts, ribbons, and each one has a printed photo. So this is a box that I can obviously mail to you if you want them, but the catch is I only have 12 of them, and they are ready to go now. And I thought it would be a good thing to do, you know, if while I'm away on holidays, for example, and you're, you know, seeking some creativity, that you could open up one of these boxes and create cards from the Mail class. So when you open it up, you will get a pack full of goodies to enjoy and use during your cards, and then each card has a printed photograph that you can copy. There are no instructions as such. They are very simple, but there is 15 mail cards. So, and like I said, I only have 12 kits available. So if you want one, let me know. They are $60 for a kit, and as I said, you get to make 15 cards. everything is done for you. Die cuts, there's gems, there's ephemera, everything inside it. So yeah, they're, you know, really good kit to take away with you or whatever. All you need is adhesive, essentially. So yeah, 12 of them to go. So if you want one, let me know. All right, so today I'm going to do a bit of crafting. I have the box of joy out, and I thought, with Father's Day just around the corner, how good would this box be if you wanted to craft with your dad too, like really, really good. That we'll do a mail gift card, or not a gift card, but a mail gift box, and we'll use this new box of joy dies. So this comes out on the 1st of September, which is not long. It's next Tuesday. You don't have to wait long to get this. So we're going to crack her open and have a look, and yeah, see what you get with it. So you get all of these amazing dies. You've got little candles and hearts, lollies, some layering nesting dies here. And then with the stamp set, you get the lolly stamp. You get quite a few different stamps, and a lot of words. So, and they're all words that I would use. So I love this. Spoiler alert, it's not a pony, like as if you're going to fit a pony in that box. But anyway. Alright, so we'll get started and we'll create our little box. And I thought, my dad, everybody knows my dad, the maker of sweet treats, and he's working on our treats already, I can tell you, for the Life in Bloom class, which I have happening on the 13th of September. And I've had one person pull out. It was all sold out yesterday, but I've had one person pull out. She's not well, and she's got to go and have some stuff done, so she's had to pull out of the class. So I have one spot now left for the Life in Bloom class, and like I said, Dad is working on the treats as we speak. So all right, so I'm going to use the the Waterside Retreat paper, because my dad loves fishing, so we're going to use that, and we just need to pick a colour. So I'm thinking, what colour will we use? You don't need to watch tonight, Megan. Have you already got this one? You've already used it. I'm thinking maybe if we used, well, we could use the seagulls and use some Pool Party as a base, or we could use some stripes and use Mossy Meadow. Megan won't want me to use Pool Party, I don't think. Is that the colour that you don't like lots, Megan? I could use some of the checks. What colours are we thinking? Or we can use the water. Alright, let's go. I might get rid of this one because we've got stripes and checks already. So, let's see. We've got birds, A, B or C. Let me know which one. You'll end up buying it by the end of the night. You never know, you might not like it, Megan. One, A, B or C. Let me know which one you want me to work with, and then we'll pick a colour from the paper, essentially, as such. So A, B or C. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get these dies out, because we need a cardstock. So we need a piece of cardstock to cut that out with, and then I think we'll use one of those. Maybe we'll have a look at that one too. See, even with the candles, you get the flame as well, so it's pretty cool. Alright, I think that'll be it. B, where the mossy's in here, the Mossy Meadow is in the little stripes here, Megan. So we've got a water, we've got an A, we've got a B, we've got a C, we've got 2 for the water. So I think, oh, now we've got 2 for the B. What have we got? Water, C, 2 for B, 2 for C, next one A. Well, now we've got 2 for each. So the next one, whatever the next one is, the next vote is, that's the one we're going to use. So let me know. A, B or C. What one's it going to be? I'm waiting for another vote. And I think I'm going to use the sentiment while you're while you're giving me your votes here. Oh, Lukey's just got home from work. Say hello, Lukey.
You know what my vote is?
What? What do you want to... Oh! How good is he? Megan, you've already voted. You can't vote twice. Alright, Maura hasn't voted, and it's C, so we're going to use the water. But, oh my goodness, look at this. He loves his mum. He loves his mum. Alright. Make it a box for Papa for Father's Day. So, we're going to use those dyes, and we're going to use that Designer Series paper. But we might actually have some scraps, because you guys know that I want to use all my scraps up first. So, and we only need little bits. So we got.
Yeah, I need a vote.
Here. You get a vote.
And surely my vote should count as double.
What? Why? Why would it count as double?
Well,
there.
you should know. You should know why, Mum.
I should know. Oh, because you bought. Oh, now he's taking me chocolates away. Don't take me chocolates away. All right. Well, what do you vote? A, B, or C?
I don't even know what we're voting for,
Well,
so B.
Alright, well, too bad. We've already got C happening.
See how I'm undermined?
Alright, I need to get some cardstock. So I'm going to match this one up here. Maybe we'll go a bit of Night of Navy, perhaps. Bye, Lukey. He's going to go and have his dinner. You've got to take your salad off the plate. Just saying. We had lasagna, chips, and salad.
Did you put the salad on the plate?
Well, I did because I was just dishing up. Alright, so I'm going to do a bit of Night of Navy and a bit of... He did tell me while he was at work, don't put me salad on the plate, Mum, because it makes it all soggy when I heat it up. Alright, we'll go a bit of Balmy Blue and a bit of Night of Navy. So I'm just going to grab the Balmy Blue out. This is going to be our card base. So the easiest way, I'm going to put these on my little magnetic thing over here so that I don't lose them. The easiest way to get these to run through our machine is just to cut it in half. So you need 14.9 here, like that, by 2. So you need to cut or die cut 2 of these, okay, like that. So I'm going to bring our machine in. I feel that when he brings me home chocolates, he's just making me fat. He does look after me, I must say. Alright, so we're going to run that through there, like that. And I'm thinking these boxes will be really great for Christmas, or even, you know, to make an advent calendar with, or, you know, the way that they hang with this little handle here is just going to be a great addition, I believe, anyway. So, just, you know, keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Alright, so now we're going to cut another one here. Like so. And then while I've got the die cutting machine out, I'm going to take that there and that there. I'm just going to grab those little dies here, and I'm going to die cut out from my little scrappy bag here. Just a bit of scrap. Oh, look at that. It's just not quite big enough. Oh, let me try again. Let me dip into my scrap bag again. Oh, that's got a score line in it. Oh, maybe that one might work. We just want to cut 2 of these. Alright, so we'll go 1, and then we'll cut another one. Oh, I should have cut me white ones while I was going, shouldn't I? Silly Billy. Alright, let's see. I just need a scrap piece of white. Diving into my box here. Because scraps are the best, right? If you're not using your scraps, like, I don't know. I don't know if we can be friends. Because, like, I am just, you know, the biggest user of my scraps ever, because I just can't see the sense in not using them and getting rid of them. And there's just no point, because they still have a life. And I'm kind of the person that, you know, feels sorry for things, even though that's, like, I don't know, does it make sense that I feel sorry for my scraps if I don't use them? And I look at things and I'm like, oh, but I could use it for something. But that's probably just the hoarder in me. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, I'm not going to throw these guys out because they can be used as well. So this is our box. Essentially, we've got two sides here. And now we're going to measure these two here just to see what size mats we need. Alright, so that one there is about 5.5. So I'm just going to grab a pencil. Now this is what I do when I'm in by myself. I just grab a pencil and I'll measure these mats out. So this one is 5.5. So I need a mat that's 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. And then my DSP will be 4.5 by 4.5 because we just want to go down by half, right? And then this one will be, so it is about 6.5. So, will I go 6? I think I'll go 6, maybe. Because I go half a centimetre shorter. Yeah. So, it's actually not. It's actually like, yeah, we'll go 6 by, and we already know that it's 5 centimetres, so 5 centimetres, because this and here is the same. And then, so that's our mat, and then we'll do a DSP layer of 5.5 by 4.5. And we do that. So 6 and 5. No, so we want it 5. What have I done here? 6.5. So we'll go 6 by 5. Yeah, and then 5.5 by 4.5. So then we need to grab, and I'm just going back into my scrap bag because that's going to be big enough to do on there. And we need 4 of them, don't forget. So we need 2 at this measurement and 2 at that measurement. So I'll grab my little cutter here. And then I'll cut 6 and 6 is 12. So I'll go across, go 12, and then I'll go 5, and then I'll cut that in half at 6, and that's going to give me the 2 larger panels. So this panel here and this panel here. And then from this one here, I'm going to go 5 and 5 is 10. And then I'm going to go 5 here, like that. And then flip this around and go 5. So then that panel will go there and that one will go there. So then now we need to cut our DSP. So let's grab our water. Now when you're using DSP, obviously we need to make sure that it's going the right way too. So this one here will be able to get the 4.5. So let's go 4.5 that way, and then 4.5, and then this will be 4.5. And even these little bits, I don't tend to throw these little bits out because they can go on edges of things, right? Not that I'm a, but I just like to be able to use stuff. And that one there is not going to be big enough, so we might have to go, what have we got here? And that one's going to be, so I'm just going to cut this down to 5.5, like that. And then we'll go 4.5 here. 4.5, 4.5. And then that will be our little mats for there. Alright, then we can stick those on with our glue. Hey Sonia, how are you? So I'm just going to wiggle a bit of glue and then just mat these up. Now this box is really, really easy to put together, but it's a lot easier to decorate it before you put it together. So we're going to pop that down there. And then these panels here will get glued over here. Now it'd probably be a little bit flimsy if you glued it or made it out of designer series paper. But I know that if you use the thick designer series paper, so I got given one of these boxes when we went to a leaders conference up at the airport a couple of weeks ago, and it was made out of a thick, the really, really thick designer series paper that's coming in the new Christmas catalogue. And it would work okay with that, but you really do need cardstock to layer it. So just an FYI for you to make the box a little bit sturdy. Yeah, so alright, I was just saying we've got one more spot left for our Life in Bloom. It was somebody's had to pull out, so I've got one more spot left for the Life in Bloom class, and it's on Sunday the 13th of September. So if you want to come along to that, let me know. I'll put the link up on my Facebook page so that you can register if you want to come along. Alright, so we're going to just fold all of those creases in like so, like that and like that. I don't even know if I'm going to use all of them yet. And then we're just going to flip it around. Am I going to flip it around? No, I'm going to do it like this. Now, I found a trick for you. When you're gluing boxes together, if you just run a bit of glue, I like to use glue for boxes because I think it holds together better. But if you run a bit of glue like that and then just let it, like if you let it sit there and then try and like put it together now, it doesn't tend to stick too well. But if you smooth that glue out with your finger like that, you just wipe your finger on your chamois, it will stick a lot quicker and a lot better if you smooth it out. Okay, and then you don't get any like bulges at the end where that glue has been put. Alright, so now that we've got it there and there, we're going to fold this one over and this one over, and then I'm going to do the same thing to here. So we're just going to run a little bit of glue along here, like that. Get my finger, run it along, and then just lay it flat like that. And it tends to stick quicker than what it does if it was just the bead of glue. Have I spoken to Brenda? I did. She messaged me that today, Megan, she has 38,000 points. So she's got about 2,000 points to get. So she's on a roll over there at the moment. So well, let's all cross our fingers and cross our toes and rub our lucky knickers, as Fiona would say, to hope that she gets there and joins us on the incentive trip. I can't wait to do that with them. All right. I'm going to use the stamp especially for you because this is for my dad. So we're going to use this stamp here especially for you. And I'm going to grab some Night of Navy ink, like so. I'm going to stamp that down like that. And then stamp that down like that. And I was going to pop that one on there, which I think I might still do, like that and that. So let's glue those two together. Like that. So the box is fairly easy to put together. And it's a good sized box too. It's not like a little box, not like, you know, teeny tiny that you can't fit anything in. Like you'd probably be able to fit a rolled up pair of socks or a pair of, you know, maybe not the good work socks, but you know, you'd be able to fit like cotton socks and stuff in there. Alright, and then we're going to grab our dimensionals. We're certainly not going to do what Fiona did last night and pull it from the middle, because we don't do that. That's not how we work here, or not how we roll, that's for sure. And then we're just going to pop that on the bigger ones on each side. Just like so. And then in my packet of designer series paper, because, you know, I know, can't order from it. I know, Megan, it's just so sad. Alright, so I've got all of these bits that I've already cut out from our designer series paper, because I like to fussy cut. So let's stick a few of these guys on. Now, I know I always do fussy cut out the edge pieces as well because, well, you know me, I'm going to pop that one there on the other side here. We're going to grab What else have we got in here? I'm going to grab this one here. What's this called? A buoy. And we're going to stick that one on there like that. And then see these little edge pieces here? So this one's like a little buoy, but I need a little dimensional for that one. We're going to grab that one there. And we're going to stick that one there so it sort of sticks out from behind our little sentiment here. So we're just going to stick that down. Where could we stick that? Like that, so it looks like it's just, oh, it moved in. Just so it's sticking out a little bit like that. And then I'm going to grab a wee fish. Like so. And we're going to stick that one. I'm going to go like that. Dad likes to fish, but he hasn't fished for a very, very long time. Alright, and then we need another one. So I think we're going to stick this one. Where will we go with that one? Might stick that one there. Grab a little dimensional for him. Like so. And then I think we need another fishy. Have I got another fishy? Here's another fishy. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Stick that on, and then we're going to go there like that, I think. So there we go. And now when you're going to put it all together, what you want to do is if you hold it flat and push those edges out like that. So like that and then like that. So you need to push the two bigger sides in first. So I'm going to grab my little glue again and go like that, and then just give that a bit of a smear, because like I said, it actually sticks better when you do that. And then you're going to put a bit of a smear on here as well, like that. And then on this side here, we can put a bit more, give it a bit of a smooth out, and then lay that flat like so. Now you could create all of these and keep them flat, yeah, like, you know, and then just put them together as you need them. And then you're just going to push on the inside here like that. Now remember these little guys here that we had before? If we use those, and then I can grab the little, it's called thank you stamp. Grab my wee little block here. Let's go this one here, and we can stamp thank you into that there, like so, because you've got two of them. And then what you want to do is, if you get a bit of glue, glue those two together back to back like that. That's going to make a little double-sided tag like that. And then you want to get your hole punch. Now I do have a small Stampin' Up! Hole punch, but unfortunately it has walked. I don't know where it's gone. It's disappeared. So I'm just going to use my crocodile here, and this is a 1/8. So if you've got that triple punch stamp set, punch set, you'll be able to use your little 1/8 punch with that. Okay, then when we're putting it together, you want to lay your little handles down and lay them flat together. So these ones flat together like that, and then they push through. There's like a little slit at the top here. They push through there like that. And then that goes through here like that. And then we're going to grab some twine. So let me just go to my cupboard here and see what twine I've got. Now, because it's only something fine, I've got my whole tub here of embroidery floss. So let's see. Oh, look, this looks like quite nice. I'm going to use this one here because this has got a bit of sparkle to it. I'm going to use that one, and I think, what else will we do? I've got, oh, a bit of navy. Got to have 3 different ones, I think. A bit of navy, a bit of sparkle, and what have we got? So this is from when I used to do embroidery, because, you know, I'm a somebody shared a thing with me the other day that was a hobby hoe, where you go and do every different hobby and then you collect everything along the way. And that's pretty much what I've done here. So I don't have like, I was looking for like a Caucasian craze, but this one here might do instead. So we're going to do this one, and then I'm going to attempt to thread all 3 of these through, and this one's going to be a challenge because it's all separated. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to twist it. This is a little trick. Twist it and then you fold it in half like that, and then you pop it through the tag. Okay, and then we're just going to tuck that under, and I'm going to fill this full of lollies or something for Dad. He's what we call a lolly fiend. Loves his lollies. So he's going to get more stuff, obviously, not just this full of lollies. And then we're going to do that. And this. How many of you have embroidery thread that you don't use and it just sits there? Now you've got a little, you know, something to use it with. So there we go. Where's me snips? Here's me snips. Like that. And there we go. We're done. We've made our little box. Look at that. See, there we go. Especially for you, it's got a double-sided thank you tag that you haven't had to cut anymore. And, you know, there you go. You're done. Look at that. How cute is that? And it's all the way around. So, you know, you could use that even as a decoration sitting on a shelf as well. Not that, you know, not that you'd be inclined to, you know, I don't know. People might. I would keep it as a decoration because I think it's quite cute. But anyway, that's just me. Alright, so let me just show you with what Luke is given me here. Let me just show you, and I know you probably don't like Turkish Delights, but let's just crack this open and see how much it actually holds. Alright, so it holds a bit. So there's 12 Turkish Delights in this bag. Alright, so let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. I'd be pretty happy if I got that with 8 Turkish Delights in it. What do you reckon? Like that and like that, and then you flick your little things over. So there you go. Lukey must have known that I was doing that project tonight. Dad doesn't like Turkish Delights. He's not getting them. So what do you think? So my challenge tonight for you guys, and I know that some of you might not have this, but my challenge for you tonight is just to create a box. Create a box and pop it up in the Craft with Beck group on a post, and I'll promise I'll put the post up. I didn't last week, but those that entered, and there was only one that entered my challenge last week, so I don't even need to do a wheel draw this week because I only had one that entered, which was Glennis. So congratulations, Glennis. You are our winner for this week's challenge. How's that? There we go. Alright, so like I said, your challenge tonight is to create a box. Just simply make a box and decorate a box for your dad for Father's Day. Or for somebody that you've got a birthday or whatever. It doesn't have to be for Dad for Father's Day, but, you know, just create a box and post a photo of it into the Craft with Beck, the challenge that I put up. And, yeah, we'll see who the winner is. But let me have a look and see what I've got in my little box here that I can give Glennis. Glennis, you know what? I'm going to give you, what have we got here? I'm going to give you a couple of card kits. Glennis is one of my customers. Give you a couple of card kits, and I'm going to give you a packet of Greetings for All ephemera, mix and match. So there you go, Glennis. A couple of card kits coming your way, and the Greetings for All ephemera. I'm going to write it on a post-it note so I don't forget. So it pays to be in it to win it. That's for sure. Glennis King. And like I said, Glennis was the only one that entered the challenge last week. So thank you, Glennis, for entering my challenge. Love, love, love it. Alright guys, well that's it from me. Don't forget, I have one more spot left for the Life in Bloom class. I also have 12 of these hot little boxes to send and give out. So $60 for the box. You get to make 15 cards. Everything is included that you need. Die cuts, ribbon, embellishments, gems, cardstock, card bases, envelopes. Everything is in here that you need to make 15 gorgeous mail cards from using the Waterside Retreat class. So let me know if you want it, if you want one. And I will see you all. Please message me if you want one. I will see you all on Saturday morning for Breakfast with Beck. And also, we've got the buffet this weekend in here in the studio. So if you've got nothing to do on Sunday and you want to pop down for a few hours and make a few cards, come on down. Just remember, if you're staying all day, bring your lunch. All right, guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all on Saturday morning. All right. Bye for now.